Welcome back to Blast Guys Reviews. In this video, we're going to take a look at a custom table I've worked on, and I'll show you how cool it is and some of the pieces I found just here and there to create this actual custom table for Dr. Minbender. It's kind of a work in progress, but I finished some of the pieces. I thought I'd show them off. There's just one table. I'm going to try to create a laboratory for 1/12 scale Dr. Minbender. You know how much space that takes, so finding multiple pieces to create this lab could take who knows how long. It could be forever work in progress, but I'll give you an idea of what this looks like and how I found some of the pieces, and show you some of the pieces that comes with Dr. Minbender, how well they look on this table. Now, two of the cool pieces that come with Dr. Minbender is these containers that have a zombie hand and one that has a smaller one with a brain, and you can see how cool they actually look on the table. On the table here we do have I went ahead and got this kind of bag of stuff from a hobby store. It was just thrown together, and I picked out some of the stuff that worked out for me and kept it, and then pitched the rest. It was only like a couple bucks. So what I did is I painted the table, obviously, and the legs were silver, and then this was all the same color. I painted flame, and then I had this really cool flask with this blue material. I'm thinking maybe a compound Z or something that he's working on. And then he kind of has the tubes that go up around, and then it comes down to this. I painted this. This was pink, I think. So I painted it silver. So that's pretty cool. And then these are removable. This and this. I went ahead and glued down the little canister here because there's no need for it to move around, so it goes. So, and then this is removable also. I can take this out, and if I want to swap that out or change it up someday for something else. So what's really cool about that is, he's working on maybe a compound Z. And of course, these are removable, which is really cool. And you see how this is all going to work in with Dr. Minbender's accessories they come with. I'm going to set these down here for a second and show you why this is kind of cool, at least in my opinion. In that set, I'm getting this little silver scale. I painted the screen and the buttons like a power button and blue buttons. I wish I could find some kind of like small digital numbers for that. That'd be kind of cool. So painted that up, and I thought that'd be kind of cool if you wanted to, like, your brain is removable. You can weigh your brain. That's why I wish I could find that. I mean, it's pretty small. I just don't know where that would be. Maybe if I paint it, I kind of pigeonhole myself into like that particular number all the time. So I kind of left it blank at this time. You can weigh your parts. Of course, you want to weigh your mass of your brain. You need to weigh the arm. Whatever storyline or display purposes you want to come up with. Thought that was pretty cool. But it also came with this little yellow kind of flask, and it has like this little measurements here on the side. Pretty cool. And it's like beveled there, so it sits perfectly inside there. And then you can use it for whatever you see fit. If you just want to plop your brain in there and zero out your container, which is pretty cool. Alright, so I got to remove the accessories that came with Dr. Minbender, the hand and brain, and we'll take a look at some other parts. I know the table is kind of small, but it's like I say, it's one of many I'm hoping to have in his lab, along with some other tables and stuff that you can lay bats on, zombies on, specimens, whatnot. This also came with this really cool purple bottle here. This is really cool. It has this little clip. I was going to cut this off, but I was like, well, maybe I don't want to do that because I could attach it to something. And I think it looks really good because, Dr. Minbender has this purple aesthetics on his pants and on his gloves, etc. So I thought that was pretty cool. And these also fit into these little slots here. Don't want to push down too hard because I don't want to. I sealed my paint, but it sits there pretty good if you give it a little push. Dr. Minbender also came with this skull where you can actually stick the brain inside here and take off the top of the dome. If you want something cool that can just like maybe sit on my table if I'm looking for a specific type of setup. Or again, you can even weigh it if I wanted to. Thought that was pretty cool. I'm always looking for 1/12 scale skulls. Of course, I'm always looking for 1/18 stuff. That's my favorite scale, but I think it looks pretty cool nonetheless. And then I can actually weigh the skull if I wanted to, with or without the brain. But, it gives you some options. I think this has turned out really cool. So another thing was, we had this plain, I think it was, color was this? I don't remember what color. It's been a while since I've done this. And I tried to make this realistic, give it a little bit of metal wear, kind of chunk up the paint a little bit to make it look like it's just cakey on purpose here. Painted silver, some black. It has a petri dish or something here, so he can examine whatever I decide to here on the table, and painted a little silver on the bottom. I think that looks pretty good. Even to add on to maybe the Compound Z, I have this shield that I got from one of the Fortnite figures. And I think it was the arcade set. It was like always like $1.50 or something. You got a couple guns, you got the arcade, which I'm working on some customs for those. So this looks pretty cool. I can actually use that for whatever I want. It fits in pretty good, especially if it's for Compound Z, and it definitely matches the overall aesthetic of that setup that he has going on right now. And then that fits in here. If I need to weigh it, obviously whatever I want to do, I can set that there. Some of the other cool stuff I made was I have these little boxes I made. Now these came from, now I'm telling you guys, if you guys have any idea, keep an eye out for anything customs, for customs I should say. I'll let you look at this for a second. You know what this is? I bought a fan, and on the plug, this was over the plug, and it's like little boxes, so whatever I can use it for. Thought it was kind of cool. For one thing, I can use them for Dr. Minbender's actual, let's see if I can grab them here real quick. He has these little devices here. I can set those right inside there if I would like to do that, to store those. There's always a risk of losing stuff when you have it out on display. It follows over rules to the black hole in the floor. So, yeah, so that's pretty cool. But I also use them for, unlike my fuse holders, I don't have these are real fuses I got from a circuit board. You can see that there's the element inside there. They're brand new fuses, not used. They're the glass and the actual metal tips. And I actually have this for fuse cases. For fuses. You're probably thinking, why? Why are we doing fuses? Look how cool that looks. It looks very good for one. And then actually, I had Dr. Minbender can come back here. If I can take off this black piece. I wish we had this that was clear. I can bring Dr. Minbender up and then have it set up to where he's putting fuses into the bats or whatever. And then I have actually two different size fuses. And actually both are real fuses. One's larger than the other one. I know we're getting a little out of scale there, but it's playability, and it's for purposes like for your background. Fortunately, these fuses are kind of diameters, kind of too big for this. It doesn't let me put that in there, but it's a work in progress. I probably can find some other fuse holder, so to speak, if I was interested in doing that, which I am, but I just haven't got around to coming across something. So I thought that would be kind of cool also. And then next up, I have this magnifying glass. I painted it all black, the trim and everything for Dr. Mine. He actually can hold this, and it goes over his hand. So that's pretty cool. Magnifying glass. I think this was all clear when I got this. So I just painted the edges and the handle. It's turned out very well, I thought, in my opinion. And the reason that being is I can use my periodic table for Dr. Minbender. It's quite small. It's really cool. Cut it off of something on a box or a background. And it's a piece of cardboard. But I think it looks amazing, especially if I lay it on the desk. He's looking at it with his magnifying glass or whatnot, or his eyeglass that he has on his face, which I thought was pretty cool. One of the pieces I made I thought was really amazing turnout was this clipboard right here. It was purple, I think, and I painted it silver because I want the metal look in a lot of my lab. And then the top of the clip I made it black. There's a handle on the back for him to hold it, and then I added a very small Cobra insignia from my toy hacks. I have a couple of sheets of Cobra insignias. It actually fit perfect on there, and then I sealed it. That's why it's looking a little blurry at all, because I put some silver on it so it doesn't come off or peel off over time. I thought that was pretty good. It looks amazing. And then I want to make some paper, obviously, to stick on there. But I normally was going for this. You know, he has this kind of look, but it ended up being just a tad bit too long. But I wasn't going to ruin this because the clipboard is too small. We've all seen papers hang off clipboards at work, so and he can hold that however you see fits. I thought that was pretty cool. Like I said, it's still all work in progress. I will probably continue to be working on Dr. Minbender's lab for probably forever. Because it's gonna hard to come across pieces that might, you know, dawned on you to like, hey, I work for my lab or whatever. Especially I'm looking for the tables, and I want a specific style table, not just like wooden tables. I'm looking for, you know, metal tables you find in an operating room, or like something Dr. Minbender would use. But I kind of want that metal aesthetic though. So, you know, there's a lot of stuff right there on that table. It's pretty much jam-packed, and I don't even have everything on there. So, yeah, that's why I'm looking for some more space. But that is, that pretty much that's set up. We'll be moving some stuff to spread out through other tables. But that's some of the accessories I currently have in the table. So, just thought I would share it with you guys. So, if, you know, wherever you are, find whatever, you know, you can pick up. You know, even you have, like, a bottle from whatever like this. You can spray paint this and make it whatever you want. I'm going to use this for like some kind of gases or fuel or something in Dr. Minbender's lab. But having gone on to paint it, kind of an idea there. You can pick up pretty much anything, anywhere, and do whatever you want with it. All it takes is a little bit of imagination. Sometimes you just want to grab something that you might not have the purpose for, but later on you find something else that, oh, maybe I can join this part and this part together and create this, you know, for a specific aesthetic in the background. You never know what works. But having, you know, a box somewhere that has a bunch of stuff in it is always really cool. You can go through and just one day, you know, you might have a brainstorm and create something really cool. With that being said, guys, hope you guys liked this video. Let me know what you guys think about, you know, the overall setup I got. If you guys like it, you don't, it's okay if you don't. Comment down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate that if you could support the channel. I'm really trying to build the channel up. If it doesn't cost anything for you guys, try to do a lot of cool stuff best I can. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in our next review.